We're over in Deepdene Park now, and Jenny's, the intrepid tour guide, is telling us about the history of the parks. She's also an expert on trees and plant material, so she's telling us all about these beautiful trees that are in Deepdene Park, and she's also talking a lot about the invasive plant material that has come through here and that is threatening these trees. She is not a fan of invasive plant material. I'll give you a sense of what it's like walking through a bunch of leaves. Had a lot of rain over here, Sandy was telling me, and been quite a bit of erosion here in Deepdene Park. For those of you that have been over here, you know this is the easternmost segment of the Olmsted linear parks, and you can see here we're on what I call the high road trail, and we're right up against I just came off of Ponce de Leon Avenue. That is the Dean, which is the kind of the Old English word for ravine, which is where this park gets its name, Deepdene, so deep ravine or deep depression. We circle back around where I was actually up taking photographs of a historical structure, which is that little guy right there. And that is the only remaining streetcar or trolley car, let me see if I can zoom in for you, stop. There it is right there. I've got some photographs that show the historical marker. But that right there is the only remaining trolley car stop that was on the trolley line that went from downtown to Decatur. It came right down Ponce de Leon Avenue. Those of you that have been on some of my tours in the past and the Beltline tour know that Joel Hurt and others had the trolley line companies that basically took people from downtown out here, in this case, out to this area, which is Druid Hills, which was one of their subdivisions. So this is the way they got people from downtown out to the suburbs, if you will, which is what this was. So walk down. I'm going to have to take another video here, but we're now walking down sort of to the main trail. That there's a big creek that runs through the middle of this park, which is down in the Dean. And it's pretty dry right now. It's actually an interesting time of year to be here because you can see everything. During the summer, you can't see a thing here because these trees are just full. But there is the creek that runs right through the heart of Deepdene Park. Over there in the distance on the other side are the beautiful homes that are along North Ponce de Leon Avenue. And you can see that over the years, the trees just come down and almost form natural bridges across the stream. And they've put some beautiful benches here. This is the Olmsted Linear Park Alliance that has created these beautiful benches that they've made out of old trees. And the reason these trees are still here, these old trees, as Jenny tells us, is that when they came through here back in the early 1900s, clear-cutting this part of the country for the timber, they saw this ravine and basically said, well, we can't get the trees out of here if we cut them down because it's such a deep ravine. So they left the trees here, and that's the reason we've got 2, in some cases 300-year-old trees here in Deepdene Park.